Article 28, which Congress just ratified, is being considered the most extreme financial amendment in the history of the United States. This change makes XRP the digital asset established by Ripple Labs, lawful money for all debts, both public and private. The effects of this are quite deep. The U.S. economy is about to change completely, from tiny enterprises to big banks around the world, and based on undisclosed internal documents, the Federal Reserve, the institution that has been in charge of the dollar for 100 years, will formally close. On July 1, 2026, this has caused a lot of trouble in the world's financial markets. The mainstream media is hesitant to talk about it, although whistleblowers in Congress have corroborated the leak. A secret draft demonstrates that Article 28 makes XRP legal money and explains how to go from fiat currency to a blockchain-based monetary system. For a long time, many who liked crypto thought this would happen, but no one thought it would happen through a change to the Constitution. Now that XRP has a new status, all businesses and governments must accept it as payment. Think of paying your taxes, getting your paycheck, and even taking out loans in XRP instead of dollars. If you're wondering how we got here, let's go back in time. In the last few years, inflation, huge federal deficits, foreign de-dollarization, and a lack of faith in centralized banking have all put more and more pressure on the dollar. At the same time, more and more people are using blockchain. Central banks all across the world started looking into CBDCs, which are digital currencies issued by central banks. But in a shocking change of events, the U.S. has completely abandoned the CBDC model. It decided to base its monetary future on XRP, a decentralized asset with a track record of liquidity and adoption. The language of the amendment is unambiguous. The leaked draft says on page 1, section 3, that the Federal Reserve will be shut down by July 1, 2026. The Treasury-backed Digital Asset Authority will take over all monetary authority and run things according to Article 28. This clause is truly historic. For the first time in American history, a clear digital framework will set monetary policy instead of an autonomous central bank. The market has reacted in a rather unpredictable way. Just a few hours after the leak, BlackRock, a giant in traditional finance, turned $7 billion of its treasury reserves into XRP. This action caused a huge amount of institutional FOMO, or fear of missing out, as big banks and hedge funds rushed to change their positions. Analysts think that more than $100 billion in capital has already gone into XRP or XRP-linked derivatives, and retail investors are close following. As Coinbase, Binance, and other big exchanges report remarking numbers of trades and new users signing up, the story has really gotten out of hand. Outside of Capitol Hill, a lot of people have come out to protest, both for and against the amendment. The most shared image so far is a sign that says XRP equals freedom that protesters held up outside the Senate chamber. Since then, that sign has been shared a lot on social media, and hashtag XRPA freedom and number 28th Amendment have become popular around the world. Supporters see the move as a way to liberate themselves from fiat systems that are prone to inflation. On the other hand, some say that it could lead to instability and constitutional overreach. Let's speak statistics from an economic point of view. There are over 21 billion XRP tokens out there. If XRP is going to take the place of the dollar as legal money and become a stable part of trade, both within and outside of the U.S., a price correction is going to happen. A lot of economists think that a new way to value things like gold will come up. If XRP were worth $10,000, its market valuation would be as big as that of major world currencies. Building a structure supported by assets that might lower inflation and even the national debt burden. Is it possible? Yes, mathematically. If institutions support it and everyone has to use it, $10,000 XRP might not just be a mantra, it might truly become the peg. At the same time, reactions around the world are different. The EU has asked for an emergency meeting. China's central bank said the U.S. decision was dangerously destabilizing, while Russia's Ministry of Finance is said to have started buying XRP reserves to protect itself from a weaker dollar. The IMF has even gotten involved, sending out mysterious tweets that hint at a worldwide digital realignment. The global monetary landscape is changing, whether it's planned or not. Of course, there are big legal and constitutional issues. Some people say that mandating people to use XRP could break parts of Article 1, Section 8, which gives Congress the power over money, not decentralized technologies. Some people say that blockchain records could be a problem for privacy because they can be permanent and easy to find. But Article 28 passed with backing from all parties, which many people felt was impossible in today's divided Congress. Why some others think it was because of pressure from intelligence reports about other countries moving away from the dollar. Some people think that lobbying by big IT and finance companies had something to do with it. The amendment passed no matter what, and now we have to cope with what happened. The countdown is on. The Senate has 48 hours from now to pass the amendment through final procedural votes. If it works, the U.S. will be the first country to make a decentralized crypto asset its only legal tender. The dollar will be replaced with XRP. In modern economic history, this has never happened before. You might be holding a piece of the financial infrastructure of the future if you own XRP right now. What can you do right now? First, remain up to date. If you can find them, read the genuine leaked docs. Don't just believe what you read in the news. Second, protect your assets. Many people are putting XRP in cold storage wallets so they don't have to deal with exchange downtime. Third, learn about a lot of different things. Because we're starting a new chapter, you should learn about macroeconomics, blockchain technology, and the history of money. This isn't just about XRP, this has to do with turning national sovereignty into digital form. It's not just about how money goes, it's about what it is. Schools, banks, hospitals, and governments will all have to change in the next several days. Payrolls will be redone, contracts will be rewritten, and whole sectors will be rebased. And in the center of all this, you, the individual investor, have the chance to see and take part in one of the largest changes in human history. Not whether XRP will reach $10,000, but when it will. The question is, when and how will the world respond? Are you ready for a world where the US dollar isn't the most important currency? Are you ready for blockchain to be the foundation of the world's financial system? The future is knocking at the door. XP is the key. The door is unlocked. You have to walk through it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. This is the most important money story of our time. Don't just watch it. Get involved. The only reason to watch this video is to learn something. This is not financial advice. Before you make any investing decisions, please do your own research and talk to a financial professional.